This is Mr. Gillum, and today we're going to be looking at an example from our Practice and Problem Solving book on page 171. We've recently been learning about keywords and new vocabulary terms such as constant, coefficient, variable expression, variable term, product, quotient, those types of things. And this example says, write a numerical expression for this phrase. So a couple things. Before I read the phrase, it says expression. So this indicates to me there should not be an equal sign. Okay, it says 12 minus the product of 3 and 2. So, and this kind of just walks us through the process of how we think about it. It says to think about what the words mean. 12 minus. That means you start with 12 and you're subtracting from there. So I'm going to start with 12 minus. Then it says the product of 3 and 2. Product is the result of multiplication. That's a key word that we should know. The product of 3 and 2 could be represented by 3 multiplied by 2. Now, in the book it says before you can subtract the product from 12, you need to multiply 3 by 2 to find the product. Use parentheses to show that you first need to multiply. So the numerical expression could be 12 minus 3 times 2. I wouldn't count it wrong necessarily if you didn't have parentheses because it doesn't say the quantity. A lot of times parentheses, we would use the phrase the quantity, and then everything after the words the quantity would be inside parentheses. But in this case, 12 minus 3 times 2, or 3, the product of 3 and 2. Order of operations is going to take over, and we'll have to multiply the 3 by the 2 before we subtract anyway. So because it doesn't say the quantity, I would probably not count it wrong if you didn't have parentheses, because order of operations is going to make us multiply before we subtract anyway. That's why. So today is going to be heavily vocabulary intensive, so please make sure you're referencing the instruction book. There's the first video that we did has a lot of bold words in it, so you may have to look over that stuff until you get more familiar with the vocabulary terms to help you kind of decipher what they're trying to ask in some of the questions. But that's it for today. Product minus expression, those types of things are what we're really practicing right now.